Coming up, George Zimmerman is released from jail and gas prices are on a decline in Georgia. Your News Valdosta starts now. Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Samuel Logan. George Zimmerman was released last night on a $150,000 bail. He was in jail on charges for second-degree murder for the shooting of Trayvon Martin. The altercation occurred February 26, and Zimmerman is now awaiting trial. Zimmerman cannot have any guns and must observe a 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. The Georgia Pardons Board has granted clemency to a former high school football player who was set to die this week for killing an ex-classmate in 1991. The Board of Pardons and Paroles reduced David Green's death sentence to life without parole. Green was sentenced to death in 1992 for killing 20-year-old Bernard Walker during a convenience store robbery. Green has apologized for the killing, saying he was on drugs at the time. After reaching surprising heights in gas in March, gas prices have dropped now over a nickel during the past 2 weeks, indicating their first dip since December. According to the Lundberg survey, a gallon of regular gasoline now costs $3.91 on average. That's down more than 5 cents from 2 weeks earlier. The highest average gas price is currently in Chicago with $4.26, while the lowest average gas price is in Tulsa at $3.52. Downtown Valdosta's Farm Days was a great success this weekend. News Valdosta's Jessica Capulon has more on this event that brings farmers straight to you.
Downtown Valdosta was full of people this Saturday for Farm Days, as one of the most talked about farmers markets kicked off for a second year. Around the historic Lowndes County Courthouse, citizens filled the street to purchase locally grown produce from vendors who are proudly displaying their organic and artisan products. The Main Street office at City Hall seeks out farmers, growers, and artisan vendors to bring to this now annual 4-month event.
We only allow produce and garden related items. We don't have any arts and crafts. It's mostly all food or garden related items. So we have lots of fresh vegetables, fresh plants that people grow, produce, and a couple of built things like birdhouses and stuff like that.
This event was designed to attract citizens downtown and promote healthy eating here in our community. The vendors are eager and willing to show off their produce and products, offering free samples for those who are interested.
We're selling local homegrown produce, squash, cucumbers, any kind of pepper plants you want. Restaurants coming out and buying local produce instead of getting it from China or Mexico. And it helps us a lot, it helps the restaurants. A lot of people would rather buy local produce than, from somewhere else.
Farm Days take place on the first and third Saturday of each month through October 20th. Citizens can now experience the best of the country in the heart of the city by participating in Downtown Valdosta's Farm Days. Come support your local farmers while enjoying the fruits of their labor. With News Valdosta, I'm Jessica Capelong.
The 6th annual South Georgia Classic begins this week at Kinderloo Forest Golf Club in Valdosta. The event will begin today with the playing of a pro-am, followed by a practice round on Tuesday. Tournament play will begin on Thursday. Tickets for the event cost $15 for the entire week or $5 for a single day. Coming up, the Braves will honor John Smoltz, and we take a look at your local weather. Stay with us.
When I was younger, I didn't want to admit I had a serious disease. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be a normal kid. Because of my diabetes, I lost the sight in my left eye. Misconceptions continue to surround this monster public health issue. But the simple truth is, diabetes can often be prevented and complications avoided. I think if I had just been open and honest about what my challenges were, I think it would have been easier for me to take better care of myself. If you don't take care of yourself when you're younger with this condition, it will catch up to you later on. You're going to find the courage to manage this disease for the rest of your life by reaching out for help. Reach out to people who care about you, reach out to people who know how to help you with this disease. You're not alone. Understand the realities of diabetes and know that you can manage it and lead a full, active life.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. Here at VSU, the Senior Art Exhibition was held this past weekend. News Valdosta's Brittany Good has more on this annual event.
The Valdosta State University's 2012 Spring Senior Art Exhibition has opened, and it is full of so much life and color. Upon visiting the exhibit, you will find an array of oil paintings, watercolor paintings, mixed media pieces, sculptures, digital photography, and even handmade jewelry. Some seniors have multiple pieces in the exhibition and were given about 8 to 9 feet of wall space per person.
But here's one of my boxes, and this box is supposed to be an abstract portrait of myself, and it has a peephole on the front of it right here, and you just look inside, and there is an aluminum cast of my face with wires and other things.
All of the pieces will appeal to art enthusiasts across South Georgia and North Florida technically and emotionally, and will ultimately make them say, wow. Some of the pieces are up for sale with prices ranging from $40 up to more than $4,000. The entire show, from installation to publicity and anything in between, has been handled by the students themselves. All of the students in the show are art majors at VSU, graduating in May with either a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Fine Arts. And if you aren't able to make it to the exhibition, be sure to check it out in the halls of the Fine Arts Building or on the second floor of Oldham Library. For News Valdosta, I'm Brittany Good.
10,000 rubber ducks took over the Paradise River at Wild Adventures this Saturday for the annual Duck Derby. People adopted ducks for $5 to benefit the Valdosta Food Bank, the Product Recovery Program, and the Kids Cafe. Winners of the Duck Derby received prizes ranging from cruise trips for 2 to Chick-fil-A for a year. Second Harvest raised over $37,000 for the event. The Atlanta Braves will retire legendary pitcher John Smoltz' number 29 uniform number. Smoltz' number 29 will never be worn again by another Braves player following the June 8th ceremony at Turner Field. Smoltz spent 20 years with the Braves and is the only pitcher with 200 wins and 150 saves. He will only be the 9th player on the Braves to have his number retired by the team. Taking a look at your local weather, today will be cool with a high of just 68 with an overnight low of 40. Tomorrow's high will be 74. The cool temperatures won't last, however, as the highs will reach the 90s by the end of the week. Coming up, the Blazers' winning streak comes to an end, and we take a look at your campus events. Stay with us.
Somewhere around the world, there are men and women of the armed forces risking their lives, helping rebuild communities after natural disasters, collecting toys for needy children, tutoring kids in local schools. They were at Bunker Hill, Gettysburg, Iwo Jima, Quezon. They've been under the sea and to the moon. They stand watch in Korea. They keep drugs away from our shores. They patrol our skies every day, every year. These are your sons and daughters. You see them in church and at Little League games. But they are special because they work to keep us safe, secure, and free. Dedicated men and women who put their country first.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Samuel Logan. The Valdosta State softball team 36-game winning streak came to an end this Sunday. The Blazers fell to Delta State 1-0 before earning a 9-4 win in the second game of the doubleheader. The top-ranked Blazers wrapped up the regular season with a 43-3 record. Also, this past weekend marked the one-year anniversary for Sam Posey's impressive feats of hitting for the home run cycle. The feats garnered her national attention, including an interview on ESPN. With more on Posey, here is News Valdosta's Kyle Tucker.
So you're at Gulf Coast Community College in Panama City, and then you transferred to Valdosta State. Why Valdosta State?
Well, I had a little bit of offers from other Division I schools, but they were like small D1s, and a lot of the programs were like first-year programs, and they were just starting off. And I really, with me only having 2 years left, I wanted to go somewhere where that I knew that we would win.
You grew up in the town of Leesburg, population of 3,000 people, but it produces a lot of talent. You have Luke Bryan, your brother Buster Posey, and now Philip Phillips on American Idol. What is it about Leesburg that just draws out the talent in young people?
I don't really know if it's, Leesburg or if it's just kind of a coincidence of that all of us are from Leesburg and have grown up there, and we all are very talented.
Your brother's celebrity and everything, has it been tough to focus and do what it takes for you to be successful, you know, living in that shadow.
You know, I think last year I really made my mark and I had my 15 minutes of fame, and it, you know, for once when he was interviewed, he got asked about me, and it wasn't really, you know, because I always get asked about him, obviously, and so it was kind of refreshing.
What are the seniors looking forward to this season, and how has Coach Massera influenced the team?
He definitely knows how to motivate, especially because we have so many seniors on the team, and a lot of them, they've been here for 4 years, and they've been right at the edge of grabbing a national championship. And so with this being our last year, you know, he's really motivated us to work hard at practice and to work towards a national championship, which is obviously what we're hoping.
Taking a look at our campus events. The Oasis Center for Advising will host a majors fair today from 11 till 2 in the Union Ballrooms A and B. This fair will help students in undergraduate programs decide about a major or learn about switching their major. Representatives from various departments on campus will be in attendance. VSU's Women and Gender Studies program will host the inaugural Valdosta Community Slut Walk in honor of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. The march, which began after a policeman suggested that women are victimized because they dress like sluts, will promote freedom of expression and appearance. It will begin at Palms Quad this Thursday at 5 p.m. The Office of Career Services is hosting the Spring Career Expo this Wednesday in the University Center's Magnolia Room. The event will begin at 10 a.m. and will last until 2 p.m. During the Career Expo, current students and alumni will meet with employers from healthcare, insurance, retail, and other industries. About 15,000 people will receive food, clothes, medical care, eye exams, and glasses on Saturday for the Community Day. This event will take place in the field across from Sam's Club from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. About 1,000 people are volunteering for this event, which is sponsored by the Valdosta Baptist Association. Those who wish to donate clothes, working appliances, or household items may call the Valdosta Baptist Association. The deadline for donations is this Wednesday. Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Samuel Logan. Have a good day. We'll see you next time.